friends, so I feel I can tell you. This is up on the wall, but it's not actually framed. It's just whacked in there, true Tina style. It will get done, honestly, but at the moment I don't want to miss Halloween, so I've just whacked it in. Hello, welcome to my craft room. My name's Tina. So, the story. I wanted to get a black frame for this. It's Moons Out, Brooms Out by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I was thinking plain black frame, but then when I was searching for a chart of one that I'm halfway through, I'll talk more about that later, I saw this one, and this is one that I bought from the range quite a few months ago, if not last year, for a different project, but it wasn't quite the right size. So it's just been in the wardrobe. And so I saw it and thought, oh, that might look good actually. And it is. I think it's perfect. It's got like a bronzy, goldy, silvery, metallic outer and then black. But yeah, it just fits perfect size. Really love it. So I wasn't in the right frame. See what I did there? I wasn't in the right frame of mind at the time to do it properly. And I know from previous experience that when framing, you've got to take your time and just put the effort in. So I thought, right, I'll just whack it in and then I shall come back to it. I need a board to put it onto because I haven't got a board to attach this to before the backing goes on. So, but yeah, I'm really pleased how it's turned out, but it just means that it can be up on the wall now. I won't miss this year, and then I shall get it all done properly for next year. Honestly, I will. So hello, how are you? So last time we spoke, I was stitching on my Heart of Autumn by Little Dove Designs. And this is a really cute design. I was really enjoying doing them. And so yes, nice little easy stitch. Upside down. So I started on this side, and then when last time I showed you, I was halfway through the little house. So I've completely finished, apart from the border, there's a white little border that goes around. But I have completely finished that top section apart from that. So I would like to come back to this next week, hopefully, and carry on down the bottom. That is, even though it's a heart shape, I think it will take quite some stitching to do. But yeah, really enjoy doing that. I did change, as I said before, half the colours are called for, the other half I just wanted to pick out from the stash I've got a lot of thread and I wanted to use it. So I started off picking out the ones that I did have, but then when I didn't have some, I just tried to match up some colours as close as I could. So I did swap out the green I picked, this darker green, because it's the same one as round the door. And I didn't feel like it had enough variation and it might look like one solid lump in the tree. So I just swapped that one out for something a little bit darker for that tree. And I'm glad that, although I did, because I think it would have been too much of a block there if I hadn't. I still want to personalise it with something on this board. So I should go back to that at some point when I decide what I'm going to put on there. And yeah, it's not going to be finished for this year for autumn, but I'd like to perhaps leave some of it to finish off next year and then frame it so I can have it for most of the autumn for next year. So really enjoying that one. Nice, happy, cheerful design, that one. Then I moved on to something completely different, and I pulled out my the Templar Prophecy by Long Dog Samplers. Can I get further back? So yes, I have finished the second level. So I have just been stitching on this piece over there, and I really like how that little dragon has like gone sort of ombre. So yeah, really enjoy doing that. It was calling to me, this one. So I just wanted to do some more. Keep plugging away at it. But yeah, I just love it, even though it's just one colour, 115 DMC. It's just, I like playing with those tones. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I was trying to keep it quite dark down that border to like outline it. It is fudged to the max, this one. That's the good thing about having pages, that you can correct yourself as you get to the page. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about it because you can usually fudge something, but yeah, really happy with that one. So I've just got 5 more pages to go at the bottom. So yeah, takes a while, but it depends how much. Each block is different because sometimes you've got those solid masses of colour, but then sometimes you've got those big open spaces where it's not so much. But I would definitely be doing another Long Dog, I think, because I have really enjoyed it. I have started thinking about the framing of this one and getting very nervous because I generally frame them myself, but obviously I've never framed anything that big before, so that is a bit daunting. The next one is from the Cross Stitch for the Earth book. This is Emma Congdon, and so the last time I showed this one it looked like this. I should put it up. And so I'm still in the process of stitching this one, so it's still in my Q-snap. So I'm literally just finishing off this middle section. So I'm doing it really in 3 sections. I either work in the middle or one on the side. So I just want to finish this middle section. So I've only got a bit more to come up here, and then that'll be that section finished. So before I move on, I should carry on with that one. Even though it's Ada, I do find it quite hard to see. I don't know if it's because I'm used to doing like 28 count where I'm doing 2 over 2. And I think it's because, yeah, the weave of it, I find that sometimes I'm not in the right place, and it really shows up because of these lighter stitches. I don't think anybody likes doing the lighter stitches because it really highlights how even your stitches is. But yeah, I do like the design and how it looks. It's one of those ones that you need to see it from a distance. When you're working on it, you think, oh, I don't know if this is working out okay, but then when you see it distance, it actually pops out more. So yes, enjoying that. So I should finish that before I move on to something else. Probably go back to, like I said, I want to go back to that Heart of Autumn first before moving on to another one and work on that at the end of autumn. I have 2 new purchases. We went to the Alexandra Palace in London. They had a knitting and stitching show, and I was holding myself back because I've got plenty to stitch, but there was a couple of things that I saw that I wanted. So first of all, I just picked one up because it was early on and I didn't know what else I'd see, so I thought, right, this one really struck me. So I thought, yes, I'm going to treat myself to that. And even though I said I want to do more, try and lean away from Christmas and do more winter so I can keep it out longer, I went for this one, which is Christmas really, isn't it? I mean, it could be winter, couldn't it? It doesn't say Happy Christmas or anything on, but it's a Bothy Threads kit. And they changed their packaging, so they're in these boxes now. So I've not opened it up yet. Shall I have a little open up? But if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I do love the Bothy kits. I'm stitching one at the moment and I've finished some before already. I can't get in now. I should have got this bit off before I started, shouldn't I? Have a slurp of your tea or something while you're waiting. Oh, it's coming, I got there. Okay, so let's see how it looks when you open it up. So this is how it looks when you open it up. It says, thank you for buying this Bothy Threads kit. We hope you like our new packaging, which is all recyclable and parts of our pledge to go plastic free. Well done, Bothy Threads. So it's got my needle in there. It's got all the threads all pre-sorted. It's also got the Ada, I think it's 14 count Ada probably, 16 count Ada, which I am thinking I might use. I was toying with the idea because I've used that sparkly white before and I was thinking about that, but then I thought, well, it has got metallic threads and things in, so I thought perhaps it will compete, perhaps I am better off, because I loved it how it was, because they had one on display. I thought perhaps I should just stick with that. It's got like a flyer with different ones they do. They do lots of shoes actually. There's quite a few of the shoes that I like. So yeah, then you've got a real booklet here. I'm going to show you the chart obviously. You've got a booklet with all different things in there showing you all the plan and everything. So yes, I'm excited to start that. Can I resist till December the 1st? That's the question. We shall see. I might start it in November, so I don't know. We'll see. The other one, I'm trying to get into it already. I won't open this one. But yes, we went around all the show and they have Hawkins Hobbies there, which has got all the Mirabilis and everything, but I've got plenty of Mirabilis on the go, so I would have loved to have bought more, but I thought, no, you don't need any of those, Tina, finish off some of what you've got. So I ended up going back to Black Sheep display because they had so many, and they had a Bothy Threads one that I had my eye on before, that I knew I loved before I even went, and this is the one with the fox and the badger. So what's it called? The Woodland Glade. I thought this would be a nice spring one. Think about the like bluebells in May. And it's got the fox. You know I love my foxes. And it's also got a badger, and you don't usually see badgers. And I have seen a badger. He was walking along the road. It was one night, and I'd come out of our village onto the road, and I could see something moving in the road, so I slowed right down. It was walking from the other side of the road across my side. I ended up stopping and just waiting and waiting and waiting, because they do actually walk really, really slowly and they don't mind if anyone's waiting. But yeah, I love badgers. I thought that's just such a cute little stitch. And this is on the Ada. It's got the black dots, so I may swap up this fabric because it's not the look of the black dots, it's if I can see like where the badger is and the lightness of the fox. You can sometimes see the dots underneath the stitching, which I'm not keen on. But I do like the look of it. So I shall see. But yeah, I love that one. I think it's really cute. Two little friends, woodland friends. I do go for I would like to have more sort of British countryside animals to go up on the wall, because I think Gary's had enough of the fancy ladies with wings. But because we live in the countryside, I think it'd be nice to have more of the countryside ones. I do love stitching them as well. So that's the other one that I bought. So that was all my purchases. So I thought I was quite restrained in that. And I know I'll enjoy stitching them. So, the disaster. So which one have I got? I'll find the actual project so you can see how far I'd got. Okay, so it's Miss Solar Eclipse by Nora Corbett. And I started this in September before I went on holiday. I did some more when I got back right at the beginning of this month, so I know I had it in my possession. It's not, I didn't take it on holiday, so it's not gone out of the house, so it should be in the house somewhere. So yeah, I just can't find the chart anywhere, and I don't know why. So this is how far I got. So I've got quite a lot of her wings done, and I was looking for it because there's one colour that was missing, and I was going to be near a Hobbycraft. So I thought I'll pick up that thread when I'm in Hobbycraft. It wasn't in the project bag. So I have looked in all of the project bags. I have looked everywhere. Everywhere that it could be, upstairs, downstairs, wherever I'm stitching or talking to you or anything. I've been in everything. Project bags quite a few times, all the drawers and everything that I keep projects in. I haven't got that many projects, but first of all, I thought, right, don't panic. We've been in this situation before where I've lost something, then it's turned up. So I thought it'd turn up. It still hasn't turned up. I've had a good look again, and now I'm panicking that it's been discarded with like some papers or something. So, because I've got at my desk up here, well, a big table, that generally things just get dumped on there, and so I'm worried that I've picked it up with what I thought was some rubbish and chucked it in the bin, because I really can't think where it is. So yes, in the big sort of picture, it's not a great big deal because it's not something that I can't replace. So I'm telling myself, just don't think about it. But you know when it's on your mind, I just can't stop thinking about it. And then I start looking again, and then I wind myself up again because I can't find it. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have to replace it to put myself out of my misery, and then it will turn up. But hey ho, what can you do? Apart from, I was having before, when I found out that other people had working copies, I started making working copies and there's a print shop in the town next to us, and I was getting copies of my things then, which is all good. Never lost a pattern when I did that. So this time I haven't been copying them, just because whenever I'm available to go to the copy shop, they're not open. It's one of those things where it's not open very much. And so I just got out of the habit. But what I should have done, because as well it is only a small chart, I should have just taken a few just photos of it, shouldn't I, that I could have printed off. And then I wouldn't be in this position. Hey ho, that's the way it goes. Anyway, that is where I am. So I am going to carry on with my between the pines and get that section finished. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're well, enjoying your stitching and haven't lost anything. And I shall see you again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.